Hi guys, Terry here. Today I'm in Design Space and I'm creating a new Cricut project. I'm searching for a Peter Pan image because I'm going to make a onesie as a baby gift. And I'm just inserting that image onto my Cricut Design Space canvas. I measured the onesie and I knew that I wanted to make Peter Pan be no larger than 6 inches tall. So I did a lot of research looking at other videos on how to use this for the iron-on vinyl, and I've learned a lot today, so I wanted to show you those bits and pieces. So here, one of the things they suggested was looking at the different layers, because some of these you might not want to cut. So there was a layer that was behind the Peter Pan that was almost like a border, so I took that off. But all these other pieces I do want to cut. It also helps you, there I just clicked make it, and then each of the colors will be on a separate mat, and then that way you know what color to load also. So I find my machine here on the software. It's connected through Bluetooth, and then I have my first color, which is white. I'm putting that on the mat. Later in the video here I'll show you how the cutting went with the on the machine. But so on the side there I'm loading the mat, I'm pressing go, and it's starting to this is what the software will show you how it's progressing. So that first piece was just his teeth and his eyes, and then it'll go on to the next mat. So here's what it looked like over when the mat was cutting. I loaded each mat with the color, press the little Cricut circle button so that it would start cutting the next piece. The software does a good job of showing you what color you need to load for the next mat. You can pause it if you have any trouble, but that worked great. So then once I had all of the pieces, I started the weeding. The weeding was an interesting process too. I've got the little pick here. I've always seen such finesse when I'm watching people's videos, so I wanted to keep this in to show you that it's not easy. You've got to get the pick in there and get the piece started. Notice that I trim the pieces off of the big piece of vinyl because you waste quite a bit. I mean, there's each of these pieces is on there, and I'm learning here now. I think I know a little bit for the next time, but I basically just cut it the way the Disney cartridge had it, but I think you could do a lot to kind of save some pieces. It's also designed so when you lay it on that Peter Pan background shape, everything's right in place. So, but these could have been separate pieces, I think, just to save vinyl. Speaking of saving money on the vinyl, I did use, this is a pack that I bought that was an off-brand. It was about the 1/10 of a cost, and I thought, I'm going to try the off-brand. Cricut stuff is very nice, but I don't think there's any reason why you can't buy other heat transfer vinyl. Now on this Peter Pan, I actually left a piece on there that I should have removed. So I would suggest that you look back at the Design Space image and make sure your pieces are okay and that you've got everything. So this is where I'm ironing on using my Cricut Easy Press. I had the heat peel, which means peel off that release sheet while it's warm. There's also a cool type, so look on your package to see if it's the instructions say to remove it while it's cool or when it's warm. Here I'm showing you that you can almost see that you've heated it enough that it is adhering to the cotton fabric. So you kind of get an indication that you've heated it enough. You also, I did 315 degrees for just about 10 to 15 seconds for each layer, and then I do a final 30 seconds at the end. So here's where I'm putting those small pieces on. You don't want to have any that transfer laying overlapping, so do each piece a section at a time. Like you probably could do his orange hair and his yellow shoes at the same time, but don't have any release sheets overlapping. So here's where I show you that I realize I've got that black triangle that's above his little knife there. I should have removed that. What I did later when I realized it when I was taking photographs for the blog, I just heated it back up and then used the pick to pull it off the fabric. So I'm typing my words. I'm adjusting the font so that the letters are closer together. So I picked a font, sized it, scooted them together. And with words, I learned that you need to select them all and then do the attach. I'll do that here. I think I show it, but if I don't, you right mouse click on your words as when you have them all selected and do the attach. That'll hold the relative position on the mat so that your words stay where you positioned them. So here's what it looks like in the end. Thanks for watching. I'll have all these tips on my blog, so I'll have a link below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I hope this inspires you to try it out. It was very easy to cut the shape, iron it on, and I just think it's adorable. So thanks, guys.